I entered the Textile Awards because it was something that I knew was a great opportunity for students. I entered in 2 of my collections I was working on at school. My women's wear collection, which was an evening wear collection called So Light Was Her Footfall. It was based on an Oscar Wilde tale. It's called The Ghost of Canterville House. The other collection that I submitted was my menswear, which was called The Prey, and that was more of a smart casual collection. My experience at the Paris American Academy was unbelievable. The most thrilling aspect of the whole experience was being able to learn hands-on from such esteemed industry people. I learned from couturiers who had worked directly under Madame Grey the entirety of her career, from couturiers that worked for Yves Saint Laurent, Christian Dior, Nina Ricci. It was just incredible to be able to sit in the studio and look out onto this beautiful Parisian context, and while you're working to be told these amazing stories, and some in part French and part English. The school really tried to make sure you're engaged with the current fashion context, so you get to work couture fashion week. There was also great opportunities like touring Yves Saint Laurent's personal studio. So the PAA is an incredible way of realising that what you see in Australia and what you think is so far away is actually really close. Following my experience at the Paris American Academy, I had been offered an internship with Rick Owens. That came about through the Paris American Academy. Owens gave me 2 seasonal contracts. One of my bosses talked to me about the idea of working in New York, and she used me Karen personally. So she put me in touch with her head designer, who offered me the opportunity to do a project. We submitted to them some hand-draped work that I did, and created a photo shoot and some fashion illustrations. I really worked to make sure I could prove to them that I want to do it. The brand is called Urban Zen, which is Donna Karen's new business. My internship opportunity will be to work immediately under her, which I cannot wait to do. It should be great. The Textile Awards has been integral to every other experience that has followed my time at the Paris American Academy. Never did I imagine that I would be able to have international experience, and it's something that honestly in my mind felt so distant, and my mind was so focused on just the Australian industry. I would highly recommend the Textile Awards for any student in Australia to enter. It's such an incredible opportunity, and I think that it's not about necessarily winning, but it's about the ability to engage with people in industry. It's having that chance to sit down and actually have feedback from industry leaders, and I think anybody across Australia should really look at entering if they do want to take their career beyond their studies and really do want to be part of the industry.